Have you ever taken a photo and it looks good on the back of your camera, but when you come home, you notice that the sky is blown out and the shadows are turning into a noisy mess? Or maybe you have heard that photographers say always shoot RAW, while others say JPEG is all you need. Then who's right? Well, both of them. By the end of this video, you exactly know which format is the best for your photography. So let's jump in. JPEG and RAW are designed for different purposes, and by understanding when to use each can dramatically change your photography workflow. In this video, I explain what is RAW, what is JPEG, what are the differences, the disadvantages and advantages of each one, and most importantly, when to use one over the other. Let's start with RAW file. When you press the shutter button on your camera, the camera sensor is gonna capture and record enormous amount of color and light information. A RAW file stores almost all of the data as it was recorded and captured by the sensor. Think of it as buying fresh ingredients from a grocery store. Nothing has been cooked. The ingredients are there, but it's up to you to make the final meal. That's exactly what a RAW file is, unfinished. Your camera doesn't apply any kind of saturation, contrast, sharpening, white balance, and heavy noise reduction. Instead, it's gonna preserve all the data that was captured, and it's gonna give you a flexibility when you are editing. Different camera manufacturers use different RAW formats. Nikon calls it NEF, Canon calls it CR2 or CR3, Sony calls it ARW, and Fuji calls it RAF. Even though the file names are different, but they all serve the same purpose. They preserve as much as information as it was captured by the sensor. Now let's talk about JPEG. JPEG works very differently. Instead of preserving the data from the sensor, it starts the processing immediately after you take the shot. The camera decides how much sharpness, contrast, saturation, and noise reduction to apply, and it also sets up the white balance and the picture control. Think of JPEG as a fully cooked meal ready to be served. And that's the reason why smartphones save the files as JPEG or HEIF. Convenience is the priority when you're shooting JPEG. Shared on social media, emailed, print, and they don't require any kind of editing. So what is the biggest difference between JPEG and RAW file? Let me show you. I'm gonna take two shots, one JPEG and one in RAW, and I'm gonna underexpose them by two stops. Okay, I'm in Lightroom right now, and this shot was taken in JPEG and underexposed by two stops. And this RAW file was also underexposed by two stops. I'm gonna choose both of them. And compare them to each other side by side. As you can see, in JPEG shots, the colors are kind of exaggerated. The saturation has been added to the photo, also a lot of sharpness and the white balance, and you don't have that much details in the shadows. But in the RAW file, the colors are kind of normal, no saturation added, no contrast and no sharpness, and the white balance looks much better than compared to the JPEG. I'm gonna slide the shadows all the way to the right. Also do the same thing for the RAW file. You can see that I have better details in the shadow, and if I want to edit this and I have better details in the grass on the JPEG, on the JPEG it looks kind of muddy. I have better details in the grass, and in JPEG looks kind of darker and kind of muddy. So what I'm gonna do, just to show you the difference, I'm gonna go and do the auto adjustment for the sake of this video, because I don't want it to be longer than usual. And I do the same thing with the RAW file. Now let's compare them to each other. You can see that I have a better image over here taken in RAW. So if I want to just do some adjustment, I'm gonna add some clarity, maybe a little contrast, and also I'm gonna increase a little bit of sharpness. So you can see that when you shoot in RAW, you have more flexibility when it comes to editing. RAW files record more color information. Most JPEG files are 8-bit images, while RAW files are 12-bit or 14-bit. That means RAW file contains 1,000 times more tonal information. You may not notice this immediately, but when you get to your editing software, you realize how much more information and how much more flexibility you have working with RAW files. When you begin editing, you will notice better skin color, more smoother gradient, and a fewer color banding problem. RAW files also preserve more dynamic range. Dynamic range is the difference between the brightest highlights and the darkest shadows. If you're shooting a sunset or a very contrasty landscape, RAW files give you more chance to recover the details in highlights and the shadows. Another difference is going to be in file size. When you shoot RAW, there's going to be a payback, and that's going to be the huge file sizes. JPEG usually is something between 8 to 10 megabytes. The same photo in RAW can easily be something like 40 to 50 megabytes. And the point is, when you're shooting RAW, there's going to be probably less space on your memory card. While when shooting JPEG, because of the smaller file sizes, you can shoot more photos. And another problem is going to be the storage. Storing all those huge RAW file sizes might get you to think about storing those files, and at the same time storing those JPEGs are much more convenient Larger file sizes mean you need more storage to save them. Another issue with shooting RAW is that your camera buffer may not clears, but when you're shooting JPEG, you can shoot longer bursts, and that's very helpful when you're shooting sports, wildlife, or fast-moving objects. That is the reason why most of the sports photographers use JPEG. They don't care about editing. They just want the convenience and the speed. When you should shoot in RAW. RAW is my first choice whenever image quality matters most. For example, landscape photography, wedding photography, portrait photography, real estate photography, night photography, and also product photography. Basically, if I know I'm going to be editing the images, I shoot in RAW. The additional flexibility is worth the larger file size. When should you shoot in JPEG? JPEG is still an excellent choice in many situations, such as family gathering, vacations, sporting events, social media, and news photography. Anytime you need to deliver the images quickly without any time spending editing, shooting in JPEG is the best choice. JPEG keeps your workflow fast and simple. There is absolutely nothing wrong with shooting JPEG as long as it meets your needs. And remember that the best camera setting is the one that helps you to accomplish your goal. Most modern cameras give you the option of shooting RAW and JPEG at the same time. The camera captures one RAW file and one JPEG. The JPEG file is ready to share immediately, and the RAW file stays there for you to spend some time editing it. So which format do I recommend? If you're serious about your photography and you care about image quality, shoot RAW. If the speed and convenience is what you're looking for, just go with JPEG. And I would like to know which one of these is your favorite and which one you use more often. Just leave it in the comments and share it with me. If you are a beginner and you cannot decide between RAW and JPEG, and if the camera enables you to shoot RAW and JPEG at the same time, just go for it for a while until you decide which one fits your kind of photography. Photography is not about following the rules, it's about using the right tool to get the job done. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you liked it and it helps you to decide which format it's gonna fit your kind of photography. If you liked it, just go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you give me the energy and motivation to make more of these videos. I post a new video every week on Monday or Tuesday, and by subscribing, you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. If you have any question, just leave it in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them. As usual, take good care of yourself, keep shooting. I see you in the next video. Cheers.